Hey everybody, welcome back to another episode of Major League Baseball. Today we got a lot of stories, and they're all very big stories in terms of the impact on the 2018 season. So let's get right into them. Our first story today is Giants All-Star pitcher Madison Bumgarner has fractured his right hand in the spring training start. I'll show a clip of that here as well. It looks pretty bad, but I'll get into the details of how bad it is in just a second here.
I don't think it's going to be a big seller in Kansas City, probably. Oh, right back at Bumgarner. And then he can't pick it up. Merrifield a fast runner anyway.
I think Bumgarner got most of that with his glove hand, but that immediately brought Bruce Bochy out of the dugout. And I know one thing, that ball was hit on the screws and he's feeling it. Now he's moving his left hand.
Dave Gressner, the trainer, is going to come into the picture there in a moment. Ooh, did it hit right off his pitching hand?
Well, if it hits him in the heel of the hand, that's not something you really worry too much about. If it gets a fingertip, then there's concern, because that ball was raked.
They're taking him out of the game.
So there's the clip. It doesn't look that bad, but the spot that it hit is a pretty crucial spot on Bumgarner's hand. And with that being said, they said he's going to need surgery, and he's going to miss 4 to 6 weeks. This is just brutal for Bumgarner, because he missed a huge time last year after a motorcycle accident where I believe he broke something in his shoulder. I don't remember exactly what it was, but he missed like half the year last year, and it was not good for him or the Giants, who lost 98 games last year. So yeah, 4 to 6 weeks. He thinks he can pitch before the All-Star game. That's what he believes, but I'm not sure. It's kind of ambitious, and especially with the way the Giants were last year, they're probably not going to rush him. There's no reason to rush him at all. However, the injuries do not stop there for the Giants. Their other leading pitcher, Jeff Samardzija, has injured his right pectoral muscle and will be out a couple of weeks. They didn't say specifically how long yet, but he's going to miss the first few weeks most likely. It's not as traumatic as Bumgarner's injury because it's just a strain actually, but it's going to be pretty traumatic because that's 2 of their rotation members down, and I believe all they have after him is Ty Block and Johnny Cueto, so they're going to have an interesting start to the season. And one more major injury for the day. Ichiro Suzuki took a pitch off the helmet in a backfield game during spring training today. They said he was fine. He walked off the field fine, but they got to do the whole concussion protocol to make sure everything is a-okay with Ichiro. I'll show the clip of that as well. I'm hoping all these players can recover very quickly, as these are some of the stars of baseball in terms of just getting people to watch the game. And this overall performance, Ichiro's in his later years now, but he's still going, which is impressive in itself. And Madison Bumgarner's been one of the best pitchers in the whole game the past, almost 10 years now. And especially one of the best postseason pitchers. So really hoping all these guys can recover quickly. And this episode does not get any better, guys. It's some pretty bad news today. Red Sox starting pitcher Stephen Wright has been suspended for 15 games for violating MLB's domestic violence policy. So that's going to be another big loss for another team. The Red Sox obviously need Stephen Wright. He hasn't been amazing lately, but he still has that knuckleball and he can still get some guys out. So it's going to be a big loss to them. But more importantly, it's good to see MLB cracking down on the domestic violence, which they have done. There was the Astros prospect, I think a week or 2 ago, who got caught up in some domestic violence stuff, and he got suspended, I think. On the other hand, though, Miguel Sano did not get suspended for his allegations, which makes more sense. They said there wasn't conclusive enough evidence. It was that one reporter who had said her story about interaction with Miguel Sano, and I guess Commissioner Manfred did not see that as sufficient enough to fully suspend Miguel Sano. So that's an interesting case right there. I'm not sure which way I would go on it, but I didn't have all the facts either. I've just heard a couple things from around Twitter and around the internet. And now for a lighter story on the day. This one's actually pretty impressive. Clayton Kershaw of the Los Angeles Dodgers has pitched 21.1 innings in spring and given up 0 earned runs, which is extremely impressive. I know it's spring training, but 21 innings without giving up a run is pretty insane. And especially for him, he's regarded as one of the best pitchers of our generation and of the past 10 years. So this is just incredible for him to do this. He's also posted a .75 whip, which is walks and hits per innings pitched, by the way, if you were not aware of that, and struck out 23 batters. This is also in 6 starts, so this is pretty phenomenal for Kershaw. If he can transfer that into the 2018 season, then he might win Cy Young again. That's going to be it for this video, though, guys. I know it's a little bit later, but I was waiting for all the news to officially unfold before I started filming it up. So I hope you enjoyed it. Let me know in the comments what you think about all this. Lots of big stuff today. Injuries, suspensions, pitchers being amazing, all sorts of stuff. And on that note, I will see you guys in the next one.